Thank you. Good afternoon, Madam General and members of your staff. For the record, I'm State Senator Michael Rodrigues, and I want to start by expressing my gratitude for how much I appreciate you taking the time to be here today to listen to employers and employees. There are many questions about this very important law, and you expressed it right, Madam General, that the voters last November spoke loud and clear that they wanted to ensure that every worker in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts has the right for paid time off to take care of themselves if they are sick or for a loved one. You know, it is now law. I was involved probably for years in the legislature, serving as, when I was in the House, as chairman of the Committee on Commerce and Labor and Workforce Development. Very involved in this issue in trying to work through the nuances of this bill, and it's very, very complicated. As you know, at the beginning of this session, I filed a very comprehensive piece of legislation, not throwing out the law, but making amendments to sections of the law that I thought could be problems for the implementation of the law. As I said then, if I had any intention of throwing away the law, it'd be one sentence. It would not be 15 pages. Since then, I've had many conversations with your staff. They've been tremendous, working with outside folks in the business community, in the labor community, and we've watched how you and your team have done an incredible job of listening to the concerns of the business community and implementing those concerns in your draft regulations. I could not be more happy. I could not be happier with your proposal for the safe harbor provision. As you also know, I tried a couple times to delay implementation of this till January 1st to ensure that employers who are doing the right thing, employers who are have every intention of doing the right thing, do not get hung up. This is Chapter 93 provisions. There's treble damages. Never, and as I've expressed many times, never have I been concerned about you and your team. I know you're focused on education and information and ensuring that it works right. I have a real concern about the private bar. And we've seen elsewhere in labor laws where it's not the Attorney General's office that brings suits against employers, but it's the private bar. And that still remains my concern. I have complete faith in you and your team. You have, I mean, and the proof is in the pudding. You've listened, you've incorporated concerns in your regulations, and in every way you could, as long as it fits inside the statute that the voters passed, you're making those accommodations. So I want to say thank you, and once again, just say how much I appreciate yourself, your entire team, for listening, for taking into consideration concerns of employers. I know there are a number here that have legitimate concerns and questions of not, you know, trying to avoid the law, but to ensure that they are complying within the law. And in many cases, it is employers that already have paid time off and sick time policy on the books that it's going to be most difficult for them to ensure that they comply with the new law. They're going to have to redo all their handbooks and their policy manuals. They're going to have to account for time and accrual of time in different ways, and we want to make sure that, you know, they've always done the right thing, that they're not going to get innocently punished for anything. So once again, I thank you for being here in the great city of Fall River, and I look forward to continuing working with you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And again, I really appreciate it. I know the team has really appreciated and benefited from conversations with you and with your staff on these issues. And you're absolutely right. Our job does not end on July 1st, folks. Our job continues. This is about outreach, this is about education, this is about working with and helping employers of all shapes and sizes get to where we need to be. And I make that commitment to you. This isn't just about, we publish a reg and then wait to see what happens. Your Attorney General's office will continue to engage, and I would hope that people don't embark on frivolous or unnecessary lawsuits. This is about a spirit of the law, and this is about protecting people. And I would hope that everybody would exercise the kind of thoughtful discretion that I think the voters of the state are due. So thank you, and we'll continue to hear from you.
And I have full confidence in you and your team, so thank you.